Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday, the best day of the week. And I can't believe a whole week has gone by again. Holy cow, the weeks are going by so fast. Last night I couldn't sleep. Solar stuff going on. And all I could think of is it's the second half of November. Wow. Wow, this year has just been screaming by. Next thing you know, it's going to be December, and then it's going to be January. We're going to start all over again. I'd say it's exhausting, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You made it another week. Congratulations. You should celebrate that. Have a piece of chocolate or bacon or whatever it is that makes your soul happy. Those are my two. Bacon and chocolate, not together. What do we want to talk about today? I have no idea. If you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do. We've got 3 stacks, and I highly encourage you to use your intuition on this whole process. What do you need answers to today? Okay? You come up with that. What do you need to know? Maybe it's just, what do I need to know? And then intuitively choose a stack. Like I said, we have 3 stacks, stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. Today, each stack is going to be 1 card from the Druid Craft Tarot, 1 card from the Tarot of Dreams, and 1 card from the Sacred Spirit Oracle deck. Each stack has one of those cards, so 3 cards. And each stack has a crystal. So each stack is going to tell a story. And using your intuition, you choose the stack, and hopefully the story resonates with you. It's a general reading. I highly encourage you to just listen to the whole thing, because you never know. There might be something in stack 3 and you chose stack 1. So I guess let's just dive right in. Usually I have a theme or a topic that I talk about first, but it's like, the whole world is upside down. The sun is sending all kinds of crazy plasma to us. Thank you, because I love that plasma. It's amplifying everything. So if you're thinking positive thoughts, they are so being amplified. And if you're thinking negative thoughts, they're being amplified. Choose wisely. Let's dive right in. If you chose stack number 1, your stone, let me get a good side. Ooh. Your stone is petrified wood. Don't look at me. Petrified wood. This is ancient wood that's turned into stone. Think about all the places around the planet where there were giant trees that look like giant trees, but they're now rock. Or canyons and mountains that look like something else, petrified. Not saying anything. I'm just saying do your own research and use your intuition, use your own brain and your heart. Don't always go by what other people say. And it's funny because when I said that, use your brain, I had to look that way because there's a window over there and I saw blue and red flashing lights. So there was a cop that went by right when I said, use your own brain. So the cool thing about petrified wood is you can use it to access cellular memories and work through old traumas. So if you're like, I don't have any old traumas. Yeah, you do. We all do. And sometimes it's not from this lifetime. Sometimes it's from another lifetime. Sometimes it's from a lifetime where somebody you know in this lifetime murdered you and you have to forgive them. And you're like, what? Yeah. Meditate. Ask your spirit guides, what do I need to work on to help me be not a better person, but a healthier person spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically? Because when we heal what's out here in the energy field, this body heals. One of my best examples is when I had the arrow taken out of my left lung. My asthma went away. The body healed because what was in the energy field was healed and taken care of and resolved. So the body didn't have to fight with that trauma anymore. So ask your spirit guides, what do I need to heal? And then work with some petrified wood. All right, we've got 3 cards. We have 3 powerful cards. Okay, so this one I need to kind of cover up. We're going to go with the Druidcraft Tarot first. We have a naked guy on it. So we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. This is a major arcana. This is a message from the universe. It is a powerful card. It's saying, look at things from a different perspective. Okay? He's hanging upside down so he can see something in a different way. Whatever you were asking about, you know, we get into this programming like, I look at things like this because of how I've been programmed and how I programmed myself. But the universe is saying, you need to turn that around. And it's really interesting because I already got this message for me this morning from a friend of mine. And it's the exact same scenario, but I need to look at it from a different, I need to flip it on its ear. This card is saying that same thing. Look at whatever the situation is from a different perspective. Now, we're going to add to that. I think I know what we need to look at from a different perspective. The Hanged Man is card number 12. 1 + 2 is 3. Very powerful number. And we're going to get card number 16 next, Major Arcana, and this is the Tower. So I kind of feel like we're supposed to look at this Tower moment in our lives in a different way. We've been programmed to go, oh no, poor me. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I know, I'm listening to my own words. My guides are laughing like, you. Look at this from a different perspective. The tower falls so that we can do something new, so the new chapter can start. The old chapter has to end so something new can be born. Old growth trees in a forest have to burn down so the fire can open the seeds for the new growth baby trees. Okay, so think of yourself as an old growth tree. Trees are amazing. I love trees. Think of yourself as an old growth tree that it's like you have to burn down this chapter of your life, not literally, okay, so that you can be born again, put your spirit into a new baby tree, and you can start that growth project all over again. I've moved, like, I've lost count. It's over 45 times in my life. I used to move a lot. And it was exciting to me because when you move to a different area, you get to redefine yourself because those people don't know you. They don't know that you're shy, so you can be outgoing. This is where we grow, is in change, right? When somebody passes away, we grow. When we move to a different city, we grow. When we start a new job, we grow. When we move into a new home, we grow. When we get a new puppy, we grow. When we are in a new relationship, we grow. At least I hope you grow in any of these scenarios. But what this is saying is, it's funny, I pulled this card out first. Whoops. Pulled this card out first, the Hanged Man. And then this. It's like, okay, but look at this in a new way. You need to become the new growth baby tree that starts a whole new chapter. So look at this tower that's going on in your life in a whole new way. We're going to add to that a card from the Sacred Spirit deck. And what's really cool is, we've got the tower, we've got the tree in the Hanging Man, and now we've got the tree of life. Actually, it's the tree of light, the living light energy. And it looks like a tree. And actually, what it is it's the plasma. The plasma coming down looking like a tree. Now, there's tons of videos out there where people have captured this site where this plasma is either coming up from the earth or it's coming down from the sun, and it's doing this, and it looks like a tree. So it is living light. Plasma is living light. And it is telling us to see the beauty. So as this tower crumbles, and we're viewing things from a different perspective, then we get, I just got goosebumps everywhere. Then we get to see the beauty of that living energy. And this is card number 25, which adds up to 7. 7 means you're on the right path. It talks about how all energy pulses its divine signature, with plants and animals also resonating with living light energy. The very state of their and our being, biologically unaltered, is an open receptacle to living light energy, with creation in all forms stemming from its divine beauty. So remember too that our animals and our plants and our trees, they feel this plasma energy. So, my 2 dogs are very sensitive, but in different ways. Angus can see demons and spirits and things. And Althea can sense energy. So she senses it, he sees it. And they both feel it. And let me tell you, when we have an X-flare, Althea gets extra whiny, extra clingy. Her tummy isn't always good. She'll whine and whine and whine to go outside. She doesn't have to go potty. She wants to eat some grass because her tummy doesn't feel good because of what's going on coming down from the heavens. And I get it, because my tummy doesn't feel good during those times either. And so I want something to kind of coat and soothe my whole digestion system. Funny, chocolate works really well for me for that. So we've got this living light energy that is, sorry, dude, I gotta cover you up, that we can actually see. So we can either look at this situation like this, where, oh no, my tower is crashing down, my whole life is crashing down. Or we can say, look at the beauty. Look at the beauty of this living light energy. It's there. Do I see it this way, as everything falling apart? Or do I see it as an opportunity for new things to form? It's all about your perspective. And the fact that he's hanging from a tree, yeah. Interesting that we had petrified wood too. So we have the living light energy as a tree. We have the hanging man hanging from a tree, and we have petrified wood. Talk to the trees. The trees can give us so much information and knowledge and wisdom if they're still here. It's the second half of November. The 3 trees out in my front boulevard, they've already gone south for the winter. So they're just empty shells. But this big guy back here in my neighbor's yard, he's here year round. He's the guardian of the neighborhood. Talk to the trees. Touch the trees. Put healing energy into the trees. Bring them tobacco. Bring them crystals. Bring them smoke. Whatever you feel. But commune with the trees, because they've been here a lot longer than you and I have been, right? All right, that was stack number 1. This is heart chakra. Sometimes I play my singing bowls for the trees outside. I'm sure my neighbors think I'm just a whack job, and I don't care. All right, stack number 2. Stack number 2, your stone is chalcopyrite. So this is a type of pyrite. It kind of looks like fool's gold, which is what pyrite is. So they call this a stone of mysticism and abundance. Fool's gold, all the fool's gold family, it's a stone of abundance because, people thought it was gold. It has a high vibration, so it's a really good way to connect to your higher spiritual self or higher spiritual realms. If you carry this, so this is going to resonate with your solar plexus chakra. So this can be a stone of joy, help with your self-worth, self-esteem. It's really good for meditating because it can clear blocked energies. So if you know you have some blocked energy somewhere, and most people do, meditate with the chalcopyrite. All right, so let's see what we have for these cards. Okay, no naked people. I forget that there's naked people in decks sometimes. So we're going to start off with the 4 of Cups from the Druid Craft Tarot. And it's kind of weird. It kind of looks like Frodo. So the 4 of Cups, he's all kind of dreamy. Like, yeah, I got some cups. They're there. One is spilled over. I don't feel like he's depressed. I just feel like he's dreamy. And again, there's a tree. I'm sensing a theme. There's a tree. So if you're being dreamy, what are you dreaming about? Remember, if you're being dreamy, you're manifesting. So be careful on what you think about and what you fantasize and dream about. But having said that, from the Tarot of Dreams, we have the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got the 4 of Cups, that dreamy, I'm just going with the flow. Then we've got this amazing Queen, the Queen of Pentacles or Coins, or the Queen of Earth. Is there a tree? Oh, there's actually a tree right here in the background. The Queen of Pentacles or Coins, like, she's got everything. She's got everything. So you've got everything, or everything's coming to you. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? It's interesting because we have the chalcopyrite, which is the stone of abundance. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Abundance. And we have this, what am I going to do with this? Maybe I'm going to create a healing center. Maybe I'm going to help out veterans. Maybe I'm going to, I don't know. It's up to you. But the 3rd card from the Sacred Spirit deck is card number 29, my favorite number, 29, because that's how old I am. Again, 29 adds up to 11. 2 plus 9 is 11. 11 is a master number. And it's 1 plus 1 equals 2. So this is all about keeping your thoughts positive. It's about mastering your universe, mastering your power, mastering your intuition. This is the card of intuition. It says open intuition. Seek clarification. So let's see what the book says about 29. It's a really interesting image too. There's eyes everywhere. I mean, look at his collar, his collarbones, his third eye, his hands. They're all chakras, but they're also eyes. You know, in the Bible it says with those with eyes to see and ears to hear. Well, it's not necessarily these two eyes. It's especially this eye or these eyes or any of the other eyes that we have. Just realized there's a tree on the back of this card. Intuition is the inner voice of the soul. Opening our intuitive channels and trusting the messages that we receive can be challenging in the beginning. I hear that all the time. Well, I don't know if this voice coming through or this message coming through is really for me. You can ask for an affirmation, but you only need to ask for one, okay? Asking for a dozen affirmations gets old. That means you don't trust at all. It also says that you cannot relinquish control. Not knowing how to interpret these vibes can lead to confusion, for are you really listening or is it just your imagination? You are already intuitive. Think about the times you've felt, heard, or just known about events or insights about others or places. Those gut feelings are your primary mechanism for this natural base instinct. Now, why is it always stack 2 that makes my nose itch? Almost everybody has intuition. And I say almost everybody because there's non-playing characters out there or NPCs. They don't have intuition because there's no soul in that body. Okay? So how could there be intuition? But if you're truly a soul walking around in a human body, you have intuition. So there's a lot of people that say, oh, you're so gifted. So are you. It's just I'm working with my gifts. I'm not distracting myself with stuff. There were words that wanted to come out of my mouth. I'm just going to say stuff. If you distract yourself with stuff, you don't work on your intuition. One of the things you can do is keep a journal. I used to keep a journal. I don't anymore because there's just so much that goes on, and it's like, now I know, because I've practiced so much over so many years, that I can just ask my guides, help me recall that one thing, and they do. So it's not like a photographic memory kind of thing. It's them. If you feel there's a force guiding you and you're not sure about it, you can ask your higher self specifically. When you're communicating with someone out there, my suggestion is you always ask, who are you talking to? Okay? Get a name or an emotion, but get something. A lot of people will just start talking to out there, like when they're using pendulums or whatever. It's like, who are you talking to? Well, I don't know. You might want to know, because it could be a demon disguising himself as something else. So, yeah, we don't want that. So always ask. It's okay to ask. In fact, I encourage you to ask because it helps you develop your intuition. And that's what this is all about. This is saying abundance. Abundance. Be the queen of abundance. Journal, make a list, sit down and just in the quiet, think about what you want to do with all your abundance. When we help others, more abundance comes to us. So helping others. I have this wonderful friend, and he says I saved his life. I'll go with that, but I'm humble. And he's now helping so many other veterans. And it is the most beautiful thing for me to see. And Joe, I know you don't watch my videos, but you are an amazing human being. And the fact that you're helping so many veterans now, when 5 years ago you were the one that needed help, it warms my heart. And sometimes it's with money that we help others, and sometimes it's with our time or just listening or whatever resources we have at our disposal. So use your intuition. You have all this abundance coming in. What do you want to do with it? Start thinking about it. Because when you think about it, you manifest it. Every time I talk about Joe, I get all flustered. Because he's such an amazing success story. He's died a bunch of times in the last few years since I've met him. Literally died in surgery. And they bring him back. Like, nope. He says, God's not done with me yet. I love that. And it's funny because I have another friend who has died 5 times. Same thing. He's like, I know God's not done with me yet. And he helps people too. It's beautiful. You know, this world can be a beautiful place if you live in that mindset, if you live from the heart. It's not just ugly like the news portrays it as. All right, let's go to stack number 3. Trying to pick up the right side. Rainforest rhyolite. It always wants to focus on my face. Don't focus on my face. Rainforest rhyolite. You know, it's different shades of green with a little brown in it. It represents change, variety, progress. It sparks creativity for people who are ready to move forward. So I was talking in stack number 1 about this next chapter of our lives. This would be a really good stone to have on you to help you with that transition into the next chapter. It allows us to reach out and beyond our current capabilities of what we think we can achieve by helping us to break through the mental barriers and to reach a profound and joyous state of knowing. And I want to say, and flowing. So we need to go from, I was meditating on this yesterday. We need to go from the masculine energy, which is to do, into the feminine energy, which is to be. To do. We have our to-do lists. We have all these things that we have to take care of. And like the list is never ending. And then every season we have to do things like, you know, we're in the middle of Minnesota. We have to winterize things. We have to bring things from our yards into the garage or the basement or whatever. We have to take care of our gardens and make sure that everything's where it's supposed to be and the way it's supposed to be. All these things that we have to do, and it's constant because literally as soon as you turn around, then it's spring and you're pulling everything out again, and you're cleaning gutters or snow off the roof or whatever. It's always do. We need to be. One of my things that I do when I shovel snow, when I mow the lawn, or when I'm cleaning up my dog's yard, those are my 3 biggies. I am in such a Zen state. I don't even know where I am. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. My body is doing what it's supposed to do. But I'm totally feminine energying it. If I can use that as a verb. Because I'm like meditating and I am in such a happy place. And I'm talking to the grass and I'm talking to the snow and I'm talking to the flowers and the weeds and I'm talking to the dog poop. And I'm like, we are one. I know that sounds really weird, but we are one. And once you start, it's kind of addictive. Somebody comes by about every year and they offer to mow my lawn, for a fee. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't need you to shovel my sidewalk either, because again, I get in such a Zen state because my body's doing it automatically, but I'm outside and I'm becoming one with nature, even though I'm right here on Main Street. I don't have that big of a yard. I do have a lot of sidewalk and driveway, but that's okay. I don't have to do it all at once. And sometimes somebody comes along and they shovel or not shovel, but they use the snow thrower. I can think today. And I'm like, oh man, I actually get bummed. Like, so sometimes I get up early just to do my sidewalk so that it's the local company that does it. Like, I appreciate it, but I actually really, really enjoy it because I get into that feminine energy B state. So try it. When you're doing something where you really don't have to think about it, try to do that. The rainforest rhyolite can help immensely get you into that mode because you're going from left brain, logical, analytical, to right brain, flow. That card's going to make total sense. Another naked guy. Okay, so from the Druidcraft Tarot, we have the Prince of Cups. The Prince of Cups, this is the Prince of Water, the Prince of Emotions. This prince comes in on his beautiful horse. He's got a message. He's bringing some wisdom. He's bringing something. Whatever he's bringing, it's emotional. That means it depends on you and your reaction, right? In stack number 1, we talked about the tower and looking at it in a positive or in a different way, a different perspective. Whatever the prince is bringing you, same thing. It's how you look at it. But from the Tarot of Dreams, we have the Two of Coins. Hands up. Two of Coins. I got the world, baby. I got the world by the Two of Coins. So, what's the prince going to bring us? I don't know, but it's good because here you go. I'm naked to the world. I've released everything that does not serve my highest and greatest good. When we release, we have open arms and open hands so that we can receive something even better. I hear you, universe. I'm in release mode. 2 years ago, I did a major cleanup of my property, and I'm going to do the same thing again this spring. And one of the things I'm going to get rid of is my kayak. And that's hard, but I'm going to get rid of my current kayak so I can get something smaller that isn't so heavy and hard to get up on top of the car by myself. I can lift 50 pounds, no problem, but when it's a 10-foot long kayak and I have to get it up on top of the roof of the car without scratching my car, yeah, that's a problem. So I'm releasing that kayak so I can get something smaller for myself. See how that works? Something better. So we're releasing that which does not serve our highest and greatest good anymore. The prince is coming in. And from the Sacred Spirit deck, we have card number 5, which is a number of change. Between worlds. And look at, we have this beautiful turtle and the background is all gold. What's gold? Solar plexus, center of joy, self-worth, self-esteem. And this turtle, he's between worlds. Just like we are between worlds right now. We are, if you're watching this video, you're one of the people that has 1 foot in 3D and 1 foot in either 4D or 5D, which is why we trip, right? step off the curb and I swear to God, it's like 13 feet down. And then when it's only like 6 inches, boom. Well, that was a shock. Yeah. Okay, Between Worlds. I love this gold color. The ancient soul of the sea turtle travels on many journeys throughout its physical life. The hard shell of the turtle is its home and protection. Turtles can be viewed as either good omens or bad omens. They are often visualized as the bridge between heaven and earth and the guiding spirit that supports the world and its people. The United States is called Turtle Island by some indigenous cultures. Turtles are independent travelers, always pushing forward in new directions. The nature of the sea turtle encourages exploration and experimentation at a steady pace. Patience is needed now as you encounter new opportunities that will directly affect your life decisions. While the turtle represents the patience of life and waiting for the right time, you are encouraged not to wait too long. Right now, you may be feeling energetically blocked, physically stagnating, or feeling stuck, or in between decisions that could take you left or right, leaving you worrying if you will make the wrong decision. Everything comes in divine direction with the turtle totem. Try to avoid waiting too long to seize opportunities if they present themselves while the current momentum is present. Being in the right place at the right time is essential for the turtle. Be patient, but be assertive. A new change in career path, living arrangements, or residential location are possible now. Your home is your sanctuary. Ensure a physically clean and decluttered atmosphere for relaxation and wellness. The turtle. Between worlds. Basically, what that's saying is we are between worlds, but start taking steps to go in the direction that you want to go, living the life that you want to live. There's a messenger coming in, but we need to be releasing all that doesn't serve our highest and greatest good so that we can receive the abundance, prosperity, love, opportunities, and people that we're meant to have. Okay? But right now, there isn't enough room because you're holding on to everything. So, time to let go. Know anybody who needs a fabulous purple 10-foot kayak with all the accessories? Let me know. What I actually use my kayak for is to do crystal grids in lakes. So the kayak has had lots of crystals in it and lots of amazing energy. Just saying, that's what I do. I'm not going to stop doing that. I just need a smaller kayak. That was stack number 3. I am so blessed that you joined me. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I am sending you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things because I know you're worthy. I know you deserve it. So get in receive mode. Namaste.